All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's Thursday, December the 21st, the year 2017. And, you know, when you're in the, when you spend a great deal of your time advocating for political prisoners, asking a president to pardon, like a Schaefer Cox or a Jeffrey Winehouse or a Russell Landers or an Ed and Elaine Brown or Daniel Riley, Jason Gerhard, Jason Patrick, Bryce Quellar, you start to pay real close attention to who he does pardon. And just within the past day, Donald Trump has commuted the sentence of Sholom Rubashkin. Now, I don't know a lot about this man. I'm not going to say anything at all about his innocence or guilt or whether he should be pardoned. I think it's interesting that he chose to commute the sentence of a Jewish man. That is interesting to me. I guess they said he had 27 years in prison, and he had a bunch of fraud charges. What's shocking to me, listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna turn the microphone off so there's no bleed over, and listen to this report.
Sholom Rubashkin, a free man, and he is telling his supporters how grateful he is. Sholom Rubashkin, a free man, and he is telling his supporters how grateful he is to be back in New York after President Trump does his first commutation while in office. You're about to see video from Rockland County. It's video you'll only see on.
What we're seeing here today, I can't believe. Nobody can believe. In the whole jail, nobody can believe that I walked out. Mamish, I looked at their people's faces, they were dumbfounded. They wanted to bury the guy for who knows how many years, and then he walks out.
And members of Brooklyn's Lubavitch community taken to the streets, as you can see, to celebrate. Rubashkin was sentenced to 27 years in prison for money laundering. He was convicted back in 2009 of submitting fake invoices from the Iowa headquarters of his kosher meat plant. According to reports, President Trump cited bipartisan support for a review of the case, many believing the sentence was too harsh. Rubashkin served more than 8 years of that sentence, and lots of celebrating.
What's his family for the Jewish family in particular? You don't know. God should bless him.
You guys get the picture? I mean, now when I refer to Sholom Rubashkin as a Jesus hater, that's not an insult, right? I mean, Sholom Rubashkin is a Orthodox Jew, I guess, right? And they think that Jesus Christ is the bastard son of a whore, a lying false prophet, and they reject the New Testament and they reject the life of Jesus Christ and the testimony of Jesus Christ. So Trump decides to commute the sentence of Sholom Rubashkin and ignore Christian political prisoners. That's something to be noted, right? For me, that spends, and many of you that spend a great deal of your time in asking Trump to look at the case of Christian political prisoners that we advocate for, it's certainly something to be noted. The other point I want to make, and I don't know what to make of this, you guys notice how many people are celebrating in the streets when this guy got out of prison? I mean, you got to hand it to these Jesus haters. You got to hand it to them. They stand up for one another, and when one of them gets set free, they party like it's 1999, man. Wow. You know, I can't get 20 Christians to come together for Schaefer Cox, and if 20 Christians did come together, they would spend 98% of their time arguing about pre-trib or post-trib. I mean, it's shameful. These guys are putting Christians to shame on how much love they're putting out for Sholom Rubashkin. I mean, they get together and have a party and dance, and there's hundreds of them, if not thousands. How in the world do they get thousands of people dancing in the streets when one of theirs gets commuted, and we got a truly innocent political prisoner that's gifted and talented, and we're lucky to get 20 people? We're lucky to get 20 people to get together and stand up and advocate for Schaefer Cox. We got a man who was hit twice in the head with 40 caliber hollow points. The bullets bounced off his head. He was shot twice in the chest. God obviously saved his life. The whole thing was captured on video, which is another miracle. And I couldn't get 15 people to put their name and face in front of a camera for Jeffrey Winehouse. And yet you got thousands of Jesus haters dancing in the street. I mean, they are putting us to shame. When Christ comes back, will he find faith on the earth? I just don't know. I kind of doubt it. My. I'm kind of speechless. It's like, wow, these guys really putting us to shame. My.